Hello, today we're going to talk about how to access Techlane from Diagnostic Link and how to pull in fault codes. When Diagnostic Link is open, we must first find a log file. We can open a log file or be connected to a vehicle. Either one will work. But with this example, we'll actually open a log file that we've saved, start it running, and then we're going to advance that a few frames so that we can have the opportunity to have all the modules connected and also all of the fault codes present. By clicking on the fault code tab, we'll see that there are codes associated with these modules on this particular vehicle. And as they load and pull through, our next click will be down to the troubleshooting section, where it will allow us then to open Techlane from that screen. By that, we will have to add our DTNA portal ID and password at least once and be able to log into that network. As Techlane opens, it will list repair orders. You can select the repair order that you are associating this particular event with. Remember, Diagnostic Link at that point doesn't know what RO it's associated with, so you're actually making that connection in this model here. As we advance through, we're going to choose that particular RO. It opens up. It brings in all of the details for that particular repair order from Uptime Pro. And we now can also, in this case, we'll modify the complaint to show fault codes, check and advise. And by scrolling down, we'll actually find all of those fault codes that were in Diagnostic Link have been magically pushed into Techlane. To diagnose this particular event, we're going to use the Def Tank Level 3 low and run that diagnostic and come back with our root cause analytics detail. We can add any notes or comments to that as well, but as you scroll down, we can diagnose by symptom or fault code. We choose fault code. The results that came back now, you'll see a variety of different possible components that are failed. It's up to you to determine which those are. Now, there are bubbles associated with each of the various components. Each one returned will give you links to parts, troubleshooting, service bulletins, repair procedures, and also diagnostic times. When there's a red bubble with a number, it will show you that there are details there. If we look at the second line under wiring harness next to parts, clicking on that will identify various parts with artwork to determine which harness or which component it may be talking about. Similarly with the other options down below. As we continue, we're going to work on the top line. We think that the fluid may be wrong. We'll start with that. And we'll click on the troubleshooting link because that will also take us directly to the components that we're looking for to diagnose. By clicking on that, it'll launch your troubleshooting. It'll take you directly to the spot that you need to go to, not go to the manual and search for it, but right to where it needs to go. And you make your selections and walk through that diagnostic that's necessary for this particular repair. Once those have been selected, if you're able to confirm that that's the failed component, or if you already know it's the failed component, then you'll have that detail and you'll identify that as the failed component. So that concludes the complaint and the diagnostic tabs in Techlane. The next would be going into the failed component area to make determinations there. Thank you for your time.